Morning guys, so yes, the car is loaded and we're off to Swanage very shortly, so we've got a few hours to drive down there and then hopefully, fingers crossed, 3 days diving. But the weather on Monday is looking well dodge. It's predicting possibly 50-mile-an-hour winds, so we won't be going out in that if that's the case. But anyway, we're definitely getting in. We're going to get on. Morning guys, Sandy here. We're down in Swanage. Look, woo, it's very good. Our boat's over that way. We're diving off Mary Jo this morning. So the weather is absolutely lovely. It's a little bit cold. There's no wind and the sea, as you can see, is nice and smooth. So you see this seagull here? He just caught a crab and is like happily pulling it to bits. Poor crabby. We're expecting good things today. We had a chat with a couple of divers last night and they said they were getting viz of about 7 meters. So if that's about right, that'll do us, to be honest with you. So we're just going to wumble back. We've parked the car because parking on the pier is really restricted. We've got down here early, parked the car, and now we're just going to have a wumble back to the accommodation, get some breakfast, get suited, and then we'll be back down on the boat for about 9 o'clock. I'll catch you then. All right guys, see you in a bit. So we're diving this weekend with Swanage Boat Charters and one of my favourite skippers in the UK, the lovely Brine. He's very good, top skipper, and I'd highly recommend him. I will leave a link below so you can check out their website. So here we've got the mystical trolleys on Swanage Pier, because even though we're parked on the pier, it's still a good walk up the pier to actually get onto the boat, and you really don't want to be lugging your kit all that far, so do make use of the trolleys. So welcome to our chariot for the weekend, the lovely Mary Jo. Now, in normal times, this would be the shuttle boat, but due to these COVID times, they are both being used as charters because you can only fit 6 on. We are on Mary Jo. It's really nice to be back out in the sea. I hope you can hear this because obviously the boat's rumbling. It's really nice to be back out. So, diving with Dean. He's chatting, so we won't take him to do hi, Dean. Enjoy the footage. So this is my first time with the TG6 in the sea, and I thought this would be a cracking little wreck to take it on. And we're actually diving a wreck called the Fleur, which is a tiny little wooden fishing boat, and it's only about the size of a wheelbarrow. And the problem is you've got sort of 6 divers crowding around, kicking the bottom up in what's already silty water. But I had to go anyway, and I'm filming these little sort of grabby cockle things, and all I can think of is... So yeah, it's just like gobble, 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 gobble. They just make me laugh, they're so funny. Yep, it's just like a game of underwater hungry hippos. You can see all the sediment in the water, but I had to get a shot of this cuckoo wrasse that kept doing little circles around the wreck and was quite interested in seeing what I was up to. So then I recorded this painted top shell, but he wasn't doing a lot, and then I finished by getting some shots of this very slow moving anemone. So slow moving that he didn't move at all.
Yeah, for those who don't know, there it is.
Pea fritter. Pea fritter. Best thing. So one really nice thing with diving Swanage is you do get a really long service interval, so plenty of time to go into town, get some lunch and enjoy the seaside. We are off doing the second dive on the Kyarra. Target today is we're going to get a perfume bottle. Skipper Brian showed me exactly where to go for him, so if I don't find one, it's Brian's fault. So here we are, just circling the shot line. We're actually waiting for the second pill to come up. You can see there's one yellow pill on the surface. The second yellow pill's just below the surface, and as soon as that hits the surface, we know we're on slack water. So if you're diving with Brian, guys, once you're in the water, you do have to make your way over to the shot, turn around, and as Brian circles the boat back round to get the next set of divers in, he does expect you to give him a quick OK sign just to make sure that he knows that you're OK. So this is what I'm doing now. We'll get Dean onto the shot and then we'll head on down. So, welcome to the Kyarra, guys. She went down in 1918 and was a cargo and passenger vessel that used to go between the UK and Australia. So when she was sunk, she was carrying a mixed cargo. She had medical supplies in the stern section. Up in the bow, she had tiles and bottles. So as I've said, we are on the hunt for perfume bottles. Now, you've got to bear in mind that this wreck is one of the most dived wrecks on the south coast, if not the most dived wreck on the south coast. So if you want to find things, you have got to have a really good, proper rummage. Now, what we've just spotted here is the boiler. This is one of the sort of navigation points that Brian gave us so we could find a way to the forward holds to try and find a bottle. So that's where we're heading now, towards the bow. So there were 3 holds on this particular vessel and they were all midship. So when you're on the wreck, you've got to make sure you're in the middle of the ship. And she's well broken up and you've got to look for these sort of patches of broken up wreckage where you're going to sink down and actually be in the hold. Now what you're looking for is signs of broken bottles if you're looking for bottles, or broken tars if you're looking for the tiles. So we're actually going along and you'll start seeing us pick out bits of broken bottles. So we know we're in the right area to find, hopefully, a full and intact bottle. Now, when I say you need to rummage, I do mean you properly need to rummage. There's none of this namby-pamby, oh, don't touch the wreck. You grab bits of it, sling it out the way like I'm doing here, and then have a look, see what treasures are underneath. We are making a right mess here. Some of the other divers said it was quite funny because there was just me and Dean in this massive halo of light with all our video lights and everything on the spaz helmets, and just a cloud of dust where we were digging up. So here's another one of these little holes that lead down into the hold, and you can see here I'm just picking out a glass bottleneck, so not a full bottle, but definitely shows that we're in the right area, so we'll carry on having a good rummage. Oh, hey up, Dean's signalling. What's he found? Anything exciting? No, it's not exciting. He's just found half a bottle. Never mind. Keep trying. Come here, you. Let's get you out the way. Just more bits of broken bottle, I'm afraid. Let's have a little rummage through the sand, see what we can find. Oh, it's a chunk of wood. So just over onto some footage from Dean's Spaz Cam. There I am, just cleaning all the rust and crud off my gloves. Oh, I'm blinding Dean with my Spaz Cam lights, so let's switch them off and we can check if he's okay again so we can see. You okay, mate? Yes, he's okay. So yeah, 50 minutes in and we have had enough, so it's time to bag off and get back on the boat and have a look at the treasure that we found. So I've got to say, watching this back, I'm making a bit of an ash of this. I think I've got a bit too much line out on the reel. So, but anyway, these crack bottle DSMBs do make bagging off so much easier. That's the Kyarra done. We had a good rummage. I'm just going to get my treasure now for you. I didn't manage to find any bottles, but I did find this little glass bottle stopper. So yeah, I'm well chuffed with that. I'm not sure my daughter will be because she wanted a perfume bottle, but she'll have to start with that. But yeah, really good dive. Did you enjoy the dive, Dean? Brilliant, yeah. Yeah, it was good. it was good. Visibility was steady away, wasn't it? Actually, yeah. So I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 meters. Again, the alga bloom. The sun's coming out for the first time of the year, so the alga bloom will be kicking in soon. So if we get a peak read, but all in all, I've had a pretty top day. It's been all right, hasn't it? Yeah, steady away.
Yeah, it's not really.
No. So we've just got the bad bit now where we've got to wrestle these twins up to getting them filled, so I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, might have a bit of a chat later, guys, but if not, I will catch you in the morning where I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, look after yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow.